Welcome to another video, guys. Today we are at my local, which is Lakeside Hall of Fame. Got a lot of nicknames. The Concrete Gallery is one on account of its size and the amount of artwork that's down there. It's Sunday, Easter Sunday, 21st of April. So this is the location. We're right next to Procter & Gamble and St Mary's Church, which is the church just over there. So we're in West Thurrock. St Mary's Church, by the way, was in a scene in Four Weddings and a Funeral. I believe, I've not seen it myself, but I think it's filmed from inside, so you can't really tell where it is. So parking wise, there's a big car park over there. There's Procter & Gamble's car park. Everyone normally parks in there and there's never been any trouble that I'm aware of, but there is a sign up saying that it's private visitors only. And then there's about 3 or 4 spaces just around the side by the church as well. So you come in here, you walk through the woods, and we'll fast forward this because it'll be pretty boring. So we're just coming up to the wall here. So obviously this wall is on the side of the River Thames. It's some of the flood defences. From memory, it's about 3.5 miles long. Light of paintable walls. There's lots of other little bits around as well. So this is where it starts. So the main wall is down that way, the bulk of the wall, and then there's this smaller section here as well. So I'm not going to walk all the way down. I'm going to get the drone up in the air and show you what is here. So I'll show you, I'll try and capture the whole of the wall from start to finish. You can see just how long it is, and then we'll just do a fly down the wall. I'll do a voiceover so I can tell you who's who and what's what. Just before we do that, this is where you come in. So there used to be a fence there and the boulders used to be a bit higher. You used to have to climb along the wall there. Now someone's removed it so we can get through there, which is a lot better. So I'll stick the drone up in the air over there over Procter & Gamble, see if you can capture the whole of the wall, which goes all the way down with paintable surfaces right down to the QE2 or the Dartford Bridge, which you can't even see from here. But so we're starting here just out over the Thames next to the QE2 bridge. I'll just swing around here, you'll be able to see the start of the wall. So there's the first few pieces there on the beginning of the wall. As we swing around, you should be able to catch a bit of a ship parked in there. I'm a perfect flyer, so I'm sure you can appreciate these cinematic shots. I hardly ever fly this, so it's always a bit wonky when I do. So that's the start of the wall. You can just about see Procter & Gamble just coming into the centre of the shot there, just above the horizon, next to that big pylon. And that's basically how big the wall is. I'll take it up a bit higher. Pan down or pan up. So it goes all the way around this bit of land here. Probably follow it round there. And then past Procter & Gamble over there. So I think, I've looked on Google Maps, I think it's about 3.5 miles all in of paintable wall. Like I said, there is more wall further along from the bridge. Hardly gets painted though until you get a bit further up near Purfleet, up in the distance there. I think there's a few spots you can paint up there as well. So let's get into the video and see what's on the walls.
This blue, grey and purple one is from Jago or Jargo. There's an old sleigh. That's a Stay and Graff and Stump Dog. Era. Omedino. and some more stump dog from a Flintstones wall. Era and Jago again. And another old sleigh. Some miserable old git. Another stump dog. Stay and Graff and sleigh again. It's a ware. That's my boy Mecca. And this is an absolutely huge one from Nurks. I think it's about 8 panels long. Colour's lost a bit of pop because it's been there for a while. Nice blockbuster from Snag. Super old one from Cozy. And then there's a few newer bits on the back of the wall here. Titch. I think this is Royd's MSK. And Favour, I think that is. He's got a few bits down there. This is Favour as well. And Favour again with a Jaws inspired wall. More from Favour. And again. And there's that miserable git sitting on top of the wall again. It looks like this is Favour's playground. Now you know what that is. That's Love Pusher. More from Favour. There's a couple more from Love Pusher there. The flying gets even worse here because there's a fence behind the drone and I was a bit nervous that I was going to fly into it. That's Favour again. That looks like Royd's again. Royd's MSK. Not 100% sure, but I think it is. So this is going down the wall now, back towards Procter & Gamble. Little Reeks thing on the front of the wall there. That's an old Xena with Tasmanian Devil. Armadino. That's Arjaz with the robot on the left. And then there's another Reeks and a Hilt. It's a super old man by the look of it. You see all the moss has grown over the top. There's a little Brave in there. Here's an old Hilt. So you can see this bit of the wall rarely gets painted. Most people don't want to walk that far up. Top Cat from Ogre. And a Pac-Man. And a Mr. Man, I think. There's Nurks again. There's a Snag Throwy. Hilt. There's an Urge behind the bush. It's an RIP things for Dazza. Rest in peace. Snag again. Nice to see Bias back on it. Brave one. Urge. I want to say that's Tor, but I don't really know. Mash one. Looks like a favour on the left. And is that Toltec? Zoba and where again? This is a super old wall from Shine Quest. They did 12 panels, I think, which were the 12 tasks of Asterix. That's task 11 on the left, and I guess task 12 on the right. I think in a previous video I put a couple of photos up of the original wall. Earthworm Jim from Sleaf. Karma. And an old ethos. That's Hilt. There's one from Snag. There's a few from Aroma there. Mash one. Mr. Ecto. Urge. It's a funky one from Horror. Cool character from Kid Cocaine. You see a big pile of rubbish there. Is some of these bits of the wall are an absolute state, with people have left all their rubbish behind after them. If you do come down and paint, please take your stuff with you. It's chrome from cans. Vinny from Vino. There's Urge. And Reeks. There's Hero. Mash One. I think that's a Kid Cocaine character again. Sign. That's AWE. And Reeks. That's Shy. WSR. And Horror. That's Dripper. Another one from Riggs. Urge and a character from Hill. Mute One. Watch. Really like those letters and the colours. Is that Keller? Cola. Looks like Favour again. And Dice, big up. Kid Cocaine. And another one. That's Finno. Kid Cocaine and then Vinno again. I never know how to pronounce that. Dosser or Dossier. There's Neck. And another Neck behind the bush. AWE again. And Reeks. Like that Felix the cat character. And that's Reeks, and I think the character is from Kirsten Britt. And this is Stop War from Brave One. I wish I'd zoomed in on the characters. The details in the fire on the face is amazing. Big up, bruv. Vinno. Reeks. Urge. And Zodiac from Ethos. It's another Urge. Cool old school character on that. Spies. Reeks and Dice again. Another one from Reeks. Anik and Aim. Really like those letters from Aim. Anil. Cool pirate character. And Reeks. It's a Spaniel from Favour. And an old one from Nasha. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Mute one. And Dice. I'm going past a bit fast here. That was Vinno. Burglar. Whisper, just caught on the end on. That's a new one from Pad 303. Probably a bit far away to take it in, but it's a chameleon. Anamorphic going across the corner of the wall. Horror and Shy. Rowan and Brox. Gotta love the bolt cutters on that. There's Reeks and Zombie. Neck. Urge. Shy. Garbage Pail Kids, I think that was Horror. Ethos. Ethos again. Mute One. Whisper. Ethos, I think that's Zodiac again. And Urge. Mute One. Horror. Reeks. And Spies. Wonder if any of you are keeping a tally of how many pieces each person's painted. Let us know in the comments if you did. It's Reeks again. I think, is that a Hellraiser character? There's another one from Ethos. Neck. Kid Cocaine. Arms, big up. Mute One. Mute One again. And Anil. Ogre. Really nice work from Ethos. And Urge. Coming up to the end of the video now, so if you're not subscribed, give us a subscribe. I think about 80% of people that watch the videos aren't subscribed. Whisper there. And this is a lovely wall. So Score, and I'm not sure who's on the right, let me know. So yeah, drop a like on the video, give us a comment, let us know what is your favourite piece and where you'd like to see next. Spies. Ethos on a gold background, looking really nice. There's Shine Quest. Scare. Ethos again. And that's us. We're finished, so give these videos a watch. One on the left is the latest video. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Peace.